I just thought I wanted to discuss oil for just a moment here. So you have all these mechanics that get online and they do the you better change your oil at 3,000 miles, or you better change it every 5,000, or else. Well, you can't just go by doing a set mileage. The only way to know if your oil is doing its job or not is to have a used oil analysis report done on it. That means when you change your oil, you take a sample. It's about, I don't know, four ounces or so of oil. If you do Blackstone, you can get the little kit sent to you free of charge. You can send it off to them, get it. They'll do an oil analysis on it. It's about $30. You can pay another few dollars, and they'll tell you what the TBN, which is your additives in the oil, what their state is. And that's what you really want, besides just knowing the wear metals that are in it, because every engine is going to have wear metals. There is no engine that produces zero wear, because you have moving parts. Now, when you send off your sample, you want to get that TBN reading. That's all the additives that are put into the oil that neutralize the acids and such that help protect your engine. Once those are wore out, that's when you need to change the oil. People that change their oil every 3,000 miles that are using a quality synthetic oil, a Group 4 PAO or a Group 5 Ester based oil, they're wasting their money. They should just go out and buy the cheapest oil they can find. It doesn't even have to be synthetic. If you're going to change it every 3,000 miles, you have absolutely zero need for a quality synthetic oil. I would argue you could even get by with that on 5,000 mile oil changes. I change my oil every 10,000. I run exclusively Redline oils in all my internal combustion engines. And that's from my two vehicles, my wife's Mustang, my Tacoma. I have two Honda generators, they run Redline oil, and my John Deere diesel tractor runs Redline diesel oil. The Redline oils are a Group 5 Ester based synthetic motor oil. The reason I run the Group 5 Ester based synthetic is because Ester based synthetic motor oils are known for their cleaning ability. They will keep the inside of an engine spotless. Two, an Ester based synthetic has a positive charge. Think of magnets. You have a positive, you have a negative. Negative charge pushes things away. Positive charge clings. Well, Ester based synthetics have a natural positive charge to them. So that means they will cling a film of oil to the surface of your metal components inside the engine. That's a good thing. That helps on cold starts, because you have a film of oil that's clinging to the metal. An oil that doesn't have this natural positive charge to it will drain off to the point that there's nothing left, and you are starting a dry engine. 90% of all engine wear comes at startup. So the other 10% is just your everyday running of the engine, going down the road, accelerating, decelerating. So it's a very small amount of the wear. The majority of the wear comes from startup. And that's because it's a dry startup. By using a motor oil, such as a Group 5 synthetic, with a positive charge, you don't get a completely dry startup. So you have a little bit of protection there in the beginning that you don't get with a Group 3 hydrocracked mineral oil that's labeled as full synthetic. Because that's another problem I have with how they label oils. Group 3 oils are just conventional motor oil. They are not synthetic. A synthetic oil, every molecule is the same. They're produced in a lab type environment. So that way every molecule can be reproduced. Group 3 oils are nothing more than conventional motor oil. They're a mineral based oil. All that hydrocracking does is it's put under high pressure to remove more of the waxes and dirts from the oil. That's all it does. That's all hydrocracking is. It does not alter the chemical makeup of the oil itself. In other words, it doesn't change the size of the molecules. With a mineral oil, your molecules are going to be all different shapes and sizes. You can have big ones, you can have small ones, medium-sized ones. With a synthetic oil, a group 4 PAO or a group 5 ester-based oil, you're going to have every molecule the exact same as all the others. They're all the same size, they're all uniform. And that's why they lubricate so well. It's not that they're any more slippery than a conventional motor oil. All oils are slippery. The problem is mineral oils with the different size molecules break down faster. Your smaller molecules are the first to break down. Then your mid-size molecules will start breaking down till all you have left are the largest of the molecules. With a synthetic PAO or ester-based oil, with all the molecules being the same, they do not break down like that. So they last a lot longer. That's why the best of the group 4 PAOs and group 5 ester-based oils suffer very little shearing effect to them. So if you really want to run your oil an extended distance, just take a used oil sample, send it off to a lab like Blackstone, ask or pay for the TBN report, and that'll tell you just how much of the additives are still active in the oil. Once the additives are used up, you need to change the oil. I have yet to ever get back a sample that they didn't say, you could go 3,000 more miles, to try on the next one, send that in. And every time that I've went a little bit further, they always say the same thing. You got plenty of additive left, give another 2,000 miles if you want. Now, preferably I stop at every 10,000 miles, and that's when I change my oils. It works. Having these Redline group 5 ester-based synthetic keeps the inside of that engine clean as a whistle, so you don't have to worry about sludge buildup, and you get a fair amount of mileage out of each oil change that way. So you get your money's worth. Yes, Redline's more expensive, but if you're changing every 3,000 miles, you're doing 3 oil changes and a third of the way into the next one before I change my oil once, and I guarantee my engine will be spotless and my oil will still be able to go further. So just wanted to talk about that for a bit. A lot of people want to bash your Redlines and your what they call boutique oils. I don't know why they want to give them that name, but it's just a superior oil. But I highly recommend the Redline. You run that, your engine will stay clean. It will not develop sludge in it, because ester-based synthetics are well known for their ability to clean out the inside of an engine. One of the mistakes people make is they'll change over to an ester-based synthetic, they'll do an oil report, and of course it's cleaning everything out. And they'll see that oil report and go, oh my God, it's horrible oil. No, it's not. It's cleaning out all the past debris that your prior oils left in there. It's your prior oils that weren't as good. So just something to think about, something to look at. Hope maybe this information may be helpful to somebody that's looking for a quality oil to run in their vehicle that will absolutely protect it.